I really didn't expect to see much of that, but it seems really popular amongst the guilds here. Well, honestly,
Yeah,
I expected like the standard Thief and Mesmer.
When like 15s are really dependent on gank, it seems like a lot of the times whoever wins the gank fight is who's going to win the 15s, because then the other pick team just has complete and total free reign over the match. Looks like it's starting now.
Alrighty, let's see. Boo getting started here, both stacking might. No stealth early from Boo. They're going to roll back, just trying to kite out the stealth from 2 now in the middle of the arena. There they go, pushing hard on Boo. Boo caught in their corner. Boo going to leap forward, going to the back line, straight to the back, and it looks like 2 is going to be looking for something in the back. Boo, there's a lot of low down for 2 down for 2, they're both backlanders, and the Ranger did work. They're getting that Ellie down early. The Necro gets cleaved out by Caliburn. Caliburn now pushing, trying to catch that Ellie. The Ellie is still down. 2 is completely ignoring them, going on the offensive here. They get a player down, but he gets back up, and they're going to end up trading that Ellie. The Ellie did not get back up. He's actually still over in there. There's a Thief down now, and he's going to get back up. The Ranger for Boo right now doing a lot of work, getting them a lot of downs here. However, they're not finishing all of them. And now Boo pushing 2 back into their corner. 2 very low, trying to get an power off here, but Caliburn keeping the pressure on them. The pressure is still up. They're trying to pull back. Now they're going back towards Caliburn's side. There is a down, Evil Acid, a Mesmer. They're going to try to finish him off. He is still up. Caliburn gets to him. He's going to get hard res
2
here.
down from
He's
2.
full back up. 2 down from 2. And it looks like the Necrowells did that, as well as the Liches, and 1 Thief is going down. He's in stealth, however, he's not going to get picked up, and it looks like the two Liches are going up now as well. And another one down for Boo. There's a Rally War going off here, and looks like the Rally War is going to go to 2. Warrior is very low. Caliburn found a... is that a Necro? That's a Necro caught there. And looks like that Warrior, they're going to go in, trying to finish this off. There's very low players for 2. 2 is going to lose 1, 2, and 3 players here. And the rest of their players are stealth and
GG.
dead.
Yeah.
And that's GG. So that's going to go 2-0 for Boo. We saw the Ranger pewing from the very start, generating downs at the beginning, doing a lot of work for Boo. That's very dangerous in this. And, you know, I mean, Caliburn doesn't really have to capitalize on all those downs immediately. He can wait for 2 to go to make the move to either waste a banner, and that's very smart by him, just waiting out the banners and waiting out the or baiting off the push to go res that player.
Yeah, I feel like on that initial push, they Boo got a pretty good bomb off. They downed 2 members from 2, ironically, off immediately. So I feel like the early pushes that Stack does from 2 could possibly cost him a couple members if they're not careful.
The smart thing Boo is doing is they're waiting. They're not, they're not going to be. They're the kind of guild, it seems like, that doesn't need to go and have a big first push. They're going to let you come to them, waste everything you want to waste, and then they're going to go in and they're going to start the fight, and they're going to do it on their terms too. We didn't see. I didn't ever see Caliburn pushing back. He never really pushed back like he was out of position. He was always pushing forward where he wanted to go, and that's more on 2's. That's more 2's fault for not controlling his melee and letting him go where he wants. Did you see any plays that round in the gank Chipp that made a big impact? Obviously, we saw the Ranger early on and throughout the round downing people, but anything else that was notable?
Well, what you're seeing a lot is, with what Boo's doing is their gank sticking together a lot. Their Mesmer and their Thief are constantly together, and they're syncing their bursts while the Ranger is always applying pressure with, just clicking 2 and 1, because Rangers are fun.
Rangers are fun.
So what II is really not doing, or Guild Unknown, whatever the heck you want to call them, what they're not doing is
don't
their
call
ganks,
them II.
It doesn't seem like their ganks working together that well. They don't really seem to stick together or be instigating targets, which is what you really need to do with the gank comp that they have. Ideally, in my opinion, because there is such thing as too much damage when it comes to gank. Like, when someone goes down, they go invul, so there's no point of that extra damage. So if you have 2 Thieves that are pretty competent, the Mesmer can almost play the same exact role as a Ranger, especially since their Mesmer is running Mantra of Pain, and just completely throw like a ton of melee pressure out and blow melee cooldowns, which allows the Ellies and the Necros to capitalize on it. I think that's a pretty big part of 15s also. Like, as gank, you can't just tunnel vision on, let's kill this one caster. You also have to think of like the bigger picture when it comes down to it. whoever wins like the initial pushes are who has the most cooldowns and like the most dodge rolls to expend.
By the way, a minute 20 next round. The next round starting at 3-0-0 for those of you wondering.
Yeah, I think I don't think gank is very impactful in these particular rounds. I mean, I could be wrong and for the future ones, but like the rounds end so quickly that gank maybe generates 1 down, but 2 had a few people go down so early that it wasn't even gank generating them.
And that's where you see a lot of the Rangers' strong suit too. Is it's not necessarily like the long term getting those quick bursts, but during the whole entire fight, you'll see Boo's Ranger like just putting out range pressure the whole entire time, and it like blowing the cooldowns on the melee is really important, and that's what he's doing.
Can I get a res? I'm on their side of the sink. Freaking hot gun.
If I were II, I would definitely put a little bit more emphasis on killing one of the gank from Boo, and then going from there, and playing a lot more aggressive because they'll have control from then on out.
Alrighty. The round's gonna get started here in about 16 seconds, so let's see if dang it, Chipp. Let's see if 2 can make some adjustments here and start to bring this
I know,
GvG
right?
back
It's
into their
confusing.
favor. Where's Aldix? Take away his stream mod. I'm dead and he's not rezzing me. Alright, both sides mining up now. And you can keep rezzing Faov. And it looks like Boo, I have a very bad ankle, but Boo, early Veil this time, pushing forward, and II already out of stealth. Okay, I'm back up good. And pushing it immediately, II looking for, 2 looking for a backlaner immediately, going on the aggressive here. Caliber pushed back all the way to the right side. It looks like 2 players already down. It's a thief. Good work by the Ranger from Boo. Boo now loses a player in the middle here. They don't get him back up. That would be a warrior going down. They drop a banner anyway for him. However, that banner is way too late. They need to correct that quickly on the next down. Looks like Caliburn here going for an empower in the middle of damage. 2 sees this. They're going to try to make a play off of it. 2 pushes into Caliburn. They're still low. They didn't get the full empower off. There's a lot of low melee now. And looks like 2, though, on their push takes a lot of damage. Way too much damage to sustain there. They pull back. And Caliburn now pushing, sees the low melee, wants to get it. They finds an Ellie in the middle. 2 down for 2 now. And it looks like they're going to try to get the banners off. 1-2 gets cleaved out. And Caliburn solo bombing on them as they hard res the other one. And now Caliburn pushing to the back of 2. He's almost all alone. And it looks like they're going to get 2 down here, 3 down here. And the low 2 Guardian in the back. The Necros see him. He's down as well. They're going to 5 down now. The Lich is doing work. The Ranger doing work. And this might be GG. There's a lot of players down in the middle of the arena. It's hard to keep up. That's the round. So it's going to go to 3-0 to Boo. We saw 2 make an attempt to go a little bit more aggressive. However, it ended up not working out for them. And Faov is dead. I'm going to rest him real quick. Chipp, you go ahead and give us your gank analysis from that round.
I mean, it was pretty much the same exact thing that I said last round. Neither of them really changed what they were doing. Once again, it's just Boo's Thief and Mesmer sticking together and getting those single targets out, while the Rangers applying that constant pressure and looking out for their gank at the same exact time. You'll notice a lot when II's gank jumps on Boo's gank, the Ranger's instantly on him. And it's a lot of the synergy, and that's what gank really comes down to, is the synergy. You can have, the best thief in the world, but if he hates, if the gank can't play together, then it's just never really going to work out.
And the Ranger for Boo, his name is Cludriel. Well, that was the name. His name is now Kia Clud. He is the one, he's in the gank party, and he's doing a really good job of not only being aggressive and getting downs, but also protecting his gank. He's staying back there and getting the range pew off.
Yeah, once again, if I was II, I'd just put a lot for the gank. To run the double Thief Mesmer, you really have to do the play style of trying to get one of the gank picks off right away. Like kill either the Mesmer, the Thief, or the Ranger, and then you'll have free line over their casters after that. But it doesn't seem like they're doing that. I think they're putting a little bit too much focus on the start at just waiting in stealth for that perfect target, when it's kind of just a waste of time and they should just take what they can get and go from there.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, it boils down to the point I made last GvG. When you're behind like this, there's no reason to not be aggressive. You have nothing to lose and almost everything to gain, and you might as well play aggressive to secure this down. I mean, yeah, you might go down in the process, but if you're losing anyway, you have to change things up. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
should res Aldix. So the round's gonna get started here soon, I believe. We're still waiting on a time. And one thing I was about to say, it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh yes. Two, the Guild Unknown here. I mean, obviously this is their first GvG. Excuse me, wow, in a while, so it's expected that they'll have some hiccups here at the start. What's really going to be interesting to see is how they'll come back in the later rounds and see what improvements and adjustments they can make. And we're going to go ahead and try to get a time. Spamming time in chat. Time. Every time, I swear.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to look for in these GvGs is adaptation, right? Like how can, not the problem is not everyone has rosters that they can easily, make changes to, because, some people have a set 15, they can barely scrape 15, which is where the bigger rosters come into play. Like say you can, maybe one Necromancer is not working out for you, maybe you add more, maybe, your gank's not working out for you, you take out some of those, add more melee. It's just flexibility is so important for, adapting to situations is so important. We're going at 13 flat, so 30 seconds from now, 20 seconds from now.
13. Alright, so it's gonna be, it's Boo up, it's up by 3 right now. However, the contenders 2, the new guild on the scene, we haven't seen a lot from them. Let's see what they can do. It looks like Boo was just put into combat, partially my fault, running by them, and a Mesmer, I don't know what that skill was, bounced off of me.
They're going up.
Give Aldix back his mod, he's very sad. Alright, here they go, they get started. Boo pushing forward to empower, this time not waiting to kite it out. They're going to stand back on their side, actually waiting to kite it out. A lot of CC going down early from 2, pushing in Caliber and goes forward, but he realizes he needs to move back towards his side. 2, a little bit, melee is a little bit broken up now. Caliber pushing forward, chasing on the melee, going on the aggressive here.
One down
from 2 already at the beginning. A Ranger gets him down early, and he's going to get bannered back up though, pushing back 2, trying to get a early res, or trying to get a res and an empower off. Another banner goes down, as that's 2 banners wasted already, and another player goes down. It's the same Ellie. Ellie's going to be cleaved out, and as well caught next to that Ellie is a Necro, way out of position here. It looks like the Ranger going to cleave him out with help from the Necros. Now Caliber pushing straight into the face of 2's melee, getting another one down here. It's a Warrior going down this time as well. They're going to cleave him out, wait for him to go down, and now 2 pulling back towards their side. Caliber staying on the offensive, pushing them into the water side. He's going to pull back, maybe get an empower here. They're going to get waters and powers and blasts. He's going to try to mobilize forward. He misses the immobilize though, and now 2 pushing into him. He's stuck where he is. He's going to try to dodge out of that. He's still stuck. The immobilize is lasting for days. Now he's going to pull back towards his side. I'm thinking about Mesmer, and it looks like the bomb from the range bomb simply knocks down a Guardian. He's gonna go down. They win the rally war, get back up, and another player is down. He's gonna get hard res though. It looks like, and that Boo Lich is going hardcore. 2's gank is down though, over to the side, and he's gonna blink away, but the Mesmer is gonna try to finish him off. He gets up though. Good res by the Ranger. Now they're regrouping. I think that's GG actually. Yes. So Boo takes the 3rd round.
I feel like...
the 4th round. Is that 4th or 3rd?
That's the 4th, yeah. I feel like 2's casters are the... In particular, that Ellie seems to be going down quite frequently. I don't know if it's the Ranger pressure as well.
It looks like, from the perspective that they are getting caught with the melee, but really it's the Ranger, as well as the Necros life blasting individual targets.
Yeah. I don't know, this is... These guilds are running some interesting food and oils. If you look at Boo's Necros, they seem to be running 200 power for 30 seconds after killing an enemy.
Hey, they're gonna get a kill. They're expecting the Ranger to get a kill, and what they're doing is they're trying to capitalize off the kills, is what I assume their thought process is.
This Necromancer is running lemongrass.
Hey, get caught in the immobilizes. I can make an excuse for every food.
No, I know. I'm just curious because they're running some interesting choices like this.
And let's check out the food. Switching up food is good. And it looks like some of the Necros gain swiftness when you kill a foe. Is that meta for Necro? The swiftness food?
It's more of the
That's the cactus. That's a seaweed salad.
Yeah, that's seaweed.
That's the lower version of seaweed salad.
Okay, gotcha.
What's it? Kelp? I don't know what the name is. And 2's Ellie's using a 100 toughness, 70 precision. It's interesting. Yeah, they have quite a bit of toughness food on their Ellie's. It's, I feel like it'd be better off running, condition duration, but that's just me.
So we're finding out now that they're taking out a Necro and they're taking out a Guardian from Boo, and I want to find out what they're switching in. but I don't believe they will tell me. I'll have to figure that out for myself. I